and welcome back to the world's greatest elementary school. Happy New Year! We hope you had a great winter break. We are looking forward to a great 2021. To start off this new year, we have a supply pickup this Thursday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Our first supply pickup of the new year is this Thursday, January 7th. From 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. right here in the Shadow Lake bus lane. We are looking forward to seeing all of you then. Remember, if this time does not work for you and your family, you can have your parents call the Shadow Lake office and arrange a different time to pick up those supply kits. Remember, those supply kits are really important for all your remote learning classes.
That's right. Also, next Monday, January 11th, will be Picture Day at Shadow Lake. Pictures will be taken from 1 to 5 next Monday in the bus lanes. Parents were sent a sign up to their email to reserve a time slot. Parents, our PTA also has a few volunteer slots that they still need to be filled. Parents, if you need more information about pictures, please call the Shadow Lake office. We're looking forward to seeing you next week for pictures, also on Thursday for supply pickup. Mr. Abbey, what's going on with Lunch Bunches this week?
You know, Mr. Mitchell, as great as my winter break was, I sure miss seeing all of our Tigers at Lunch Bunches, and I'm so excited that we're back this week. Remember, Tigers, Lunch Bunches are from 12 to 12:30. Today, our first Lunch Bunches of the new year, we have first grade starting us off, and then tomorrow, Tuesday, we're gonna see our second graders, and then this Wednesday is fifth grade. Now this week, we're also gonna be welcoming Mrs. Benjamin to our SEL team. Mrs. Benjamin has been one of our recess paraeducators and will now be working with Mr. Mann with our social emotional learning program. She's looking so forward to working with all of you and meeting all of you at Lunch Bunches.
Nice. So everyone, here's a picture of one of our amazing staff members with that tiger filter on. And let's see if you can guess who's that tiger?
Ooh, I don't know. Can you guess, Mr. Mitchell? I think I know. It's Mrs. Kortenkamp. All right, that is awesome.
That was tricky. That was a tricky one. All right, Tigers, for Student Spotlight for the month of December, we are recognizing Tigers who are showing the trait of being community contributors. Here are the names we would like to recognize this week.
That is great. Way to go, Tigers. Now, for all of you who are recognized today, you're going to get a certificate in your supply kits this Thursday at Supply Pickup. And now that we're in January, we're switching our focus to another future-ready trait. This month, we're going to be focusing on the trait of being an effective communicator. Tigers, this means that you can communicate clearly with your classmates, teachers, and also other adults. Teachers are going to be looking for effective communicators in all of your classes, and we're going to begin recognizing those students showing that trait right here on Tiger TV next week.
That's awesome. So looking forward to seeing all of our effective communicators over the month of January. Okay, story time. What's going on this week, Mr. Abbey?
Now, before we get to this week's story, don't forget, Tigers, with supply pickup happening this Thursday, you can reserve up to 2 books from the Shadow Lake Library. Yes. If you get your books reserved by 2 p.m. this Wednesday, those books are going to be waiting for you in your supply kits on this Thursday. Now, for those of you who received books at the December supply pickup, don't forget, return those this week, and then you can pick up your kits with your new library books. All right, for this week's story, Mrs. Smith, our librarian, will be back to reading one of our award nomination books. Today, she's going to be reading a story called Once Upon a Goat. She's going to be reading that right after the Pledge of Allegiance. It's going to be a great story. Hope you enjoy it.
Once Upon a Goat. Yes. I like that. All right, Tigers, once again, welcome back from break. Please turn your attention to your teacher for the Pledge of Allegiance. And remember,
it's a great day to be a Tiger.
Tigers, Happy New Year! Happy 2021. I can't believe it. I haven't seen you or talked to you since last year in 2020. So all of December, we had special guest readers reading holiday stories and winter stories. And so today, starting in the new year, I'm going to start reading our award-winning picture books again. I'm super excited. I missed reading to you guys. So I hope you guys had a great winter break. I hope you read tons of books. And remember, we're starting to check out library books. We have a supply pickup this week. So if you have not gotten online and put your library books on hold, make sure you do that this week. Email me if you have any questions, all right? Because I want you guys to be able to check out library books. It's really important to keep up that reading, 20 minutes minimum every night if you can. All right, Tigers. So today we are going to read a fun one. It's called Once Upon a Goat. And this is written by Dan Richards. There's a little bit of a glare here, so hopefully. All right. Oh, look at. I like this. Look at what the goat did. The goat ate the page. Uh-oh. All right. Once upon a goat. Let me turn this down just a little bit. There we go. All right. Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, a king and queen wished for a child. Yes, but where would we put it? Asked the king. Next to the vase on the hearth, naturally, replied the queen. Or beside the roses in the garden, the king added. Oh, yes, perfect, agreed the queen. One day, their fairy godmother stopped by for a visit. Tell me, what do you desire? She asked. We'd like to start a family, said the king. We're not particular, said the queen. Glowing skin, bright eyes, and hair like ocean waves should do. Said the fairy godmother. A boy would be great, added the king. But any kid will do. Of course, answered the fairy godmother. Look on your doorstep when the moon is full. At the next full moon, the king and queen ran to the door. Let it be a boy, said the king. With hair like ocean waves, said the queen. Bah, said the goat. I wanted a baby, cried the queen. It's my fault, wailed the king. I said any kid would do, but I never meant this. Reluctantly, the king and queen brought the little beast into their home. Look on the bright side, said the king. We can still hold it like a baby. It has a goatee, replied the queen. We won't need to change its diapers, said the queen. That's disgusting, replied the king. Uh-oh. At least it loves the royal roses, said the king. That's it. It has to go, commanded the queen. I guess we're better off now, said the queen sadly. A stand had to be taken. For the roses, replied the king. Of course, said the queen. Look at, they put the goat out in the yard all by himself. Oh, that night it rained hard. It's not our fault we were given a goat, said the queen. Not our fault at all, added the king. And yet I wonder if we were right to send the little fellow away on such a blustery night. Clearly, he lacks the good sense to find shelter. I suppose he could come in just for a bit to dry off. looks hungry, said the king. Maybe he could share a nibble or two from our meal. It's late. We can hardly send him away now, said the queen. He shall have to stay in our room for the night. It's only for the night, said the king. One night turned into weeks, weeks into months. Look at their kingdom. Pretty crazy now. But they look like they've got smiles on their faces. Before long, their fairy godmother returned for a visit. How is everything? Wonderful, replied the king and queen. Perfect. May I see the child? Isn't he darling, said the king. A blessing, added the queen. You must be joking, said the fairy godmother. It's a goat. Yes, left on our doorstep when the moon was full, just like you said. Uh-oh, said the fairy godmother. I'll be back. Oh boy, look at, now she's at the goats. She says, oh dear. Uh-oh, did she switch them? This is for the best, really. So now she's taking the baby. My sincere apologies for the misunderstanding. I'll just return the goat, and that will be that. Wait, said the queen. Perhaps there is an alternative, said the king at last. Yes, I see your point, said their fairy godmother. I think they fell in love with the little goat, didn't they? Oh, and there's the alternative. Do you see them all up on the right here? And here comes the other goats. It's going to be one big happy family. Well, said the king, not exactly the family we wished for. No, replied the queen. Better. So there they all are. Their new family with the goats and the baby boy. And that is Once Upon a Goat. There it is. All right, Tigers, I hope you enjoyed that fun, silly story. That was a fun one to start us off on the new year. So remember, it's a great day to be a tiger, and keep on reading. And I'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye, Tigers.